Welcome to My Life on Paper. I am Brianna, and welcome back to Christy's Beautiful Life in her 30 Days of Sketches Series 14. Today is day 13, and it's created by Amanda Castle, who is a joyful scrapper. I will have that information listed below. I was at a cropping event last weekend, and I just brought this one paper pad and I got several layouts done with it. And this is one of my favorite paper pads. It's from Hobby Lobby, and I got it from for $5 and some odd cents because they were clearancing it out, and it's a couple of years old. But I'm not afraid to use it because you gotta use your stuff, right? So I'm getting this beautiful papers into my layout so that I can look at them all the time. These photos are of Eliza. She went with her boyfriend on a family vacation to the lake, and she is standing, well, she's on the, what is it, like a stand-up, I want to call it a boogie board, I don't know, but she was on that, and then they're lounging in their tubes as well. I do make my own tags out of this polka dot paper, and then I will lay down the photo, and then I just trim the tag around it. I just take my scissors. Well, actually, you'll watch me in a second, but I like to be precise, so I'll actually bend back I'll fold the tag on the top, get one side done, and then flip it and then cut the other. All right, so I'm going to use the blue for the background, I believe. Make the peach colored one a little bit smaller. You like my precise measurements? A little bit smaller. And then the green will go on top of that and get a little bit smaller yet. I think they're all 1/4 of an inch in, which actually works out to be 1/2 of an inch if you're just taking it off one side. And because I didn't want it to be too busy, but I think on her sketch she's got a couple of frames, and there's not a lot to this sketch, so I liked the idea of putting a couple frames on here. I am not a big frame my layout. I like the way that looks. I just don't take the extra time and paper to do it. And you can gut your paper to save the inside and all that kind of thing, but it's just one of the ways that I usually save time is not by layering the background at all, but I did here today. So here's what I was talking about before. So I'm going to bend back the side of this to make it a tag, trim it off, flip it over on the other side, and then trim it so that it's pretty darn precise. And that by folding it, I kind of get an idea of how it's going to look right before I do it. I just take my scissors and I did not bring my Crocodile, my fancy hole puncher. So I just went with my scissors, and then I did find out that someone there had a hole punch, so I will be using that for any other hole punches after this. But I think this is only the second layout that I was doing while I was there. I did not bring any string or anything to this crop, so I do grab out some eyelash thread that was in my stash that I brought along. These are from Paper Studio. This one says go outside. I think I pull out one other one that I like as well, and then I don't use either one of them. Let's see. Wild, Brave, and Free. I thought that was nice too. So here's this eyelash yarn string thread, and I use it on several layouts during this crop, and I basically use it all up. It makes me happy, right? Get it out of your stash, get it onto your pages, and I have plenty of other things I can be using in the future, so it's not like I have to run out and buy something new. So I'm just going to tie those on there and then hang them from the top, and they'll go over the top, and I will use some washi tape just to adhere it to the back. In case you're new here, I want to let you know that there is a playlist down below that you can go and see all the videos that people are doing for the 30 Days of Sketches. These sketches are exclusive to this series. Christy from Christy's Beautiful Life does a great job of getting everybody to do these exclusive sketches and then putting them together. She does it three times a year for three months out of the year. It's pretty cool. So there's a Facebook group that is linked below. So you should check that out as well. Here I go into my stash and I grab some paper flowers out, and then I grab some flat enamel dots, and I will put those in the middle of the flowers where she has those flowers on the sketch. I want to say thank you to all my new subscribers. Well, thank you to all my subscribers. And welcome to the new subscribers. Welcome back to I don't want to say older. Why do I not want to say older? There's a connotation to older. I always say vintage when it comes to my scraps, but to the long time subscribers, the not so new ones, and the beautiful comments everybody is leaving. I just want to say thank you so much. You just brighten my day so much, and I have to get and respond to all of those comments. So you guys rock. Thank you very much. Here is where I take a little bit of washi, because at this time I'm only thinking I had this one thing of washi, and it's like my favorite washi. It's the 49 Market. It's the sewing. So I just used a little bit to stitch it on the back. I'll arrange my flowers, and then I will get out some either glue or, oh, here comes, okay, these are creative memories, and they're not something that's really recent either, but I liked the blue, the way it kind of matches with the blue that's in the paper. So I found grateful. I'm going through all the wordy bits, but I found grateful, and then beauty, which I would have liked to use, but I didn't want to use that lighter blue. And right away I'll take this tag or label and put that down for some journaling, and the flowers go over the top. And then actually that won't be for journaling because it's got the flowers over the top, but here we've got journaling, and this is not in the sketch, but that's okay. Sketch is always a place to get you started and give you inspiration. So at first I put it down next to the photos where the title is on the sketch, and I end up moving it up more. But here I'm going to take some adhesive foam tape and get it under all the flowers to give them a little bit of dimension. And then I will work on the title and the journaling spot. And I will, so I don't know if you can see on the sketch, but it has like journaling all the way around the frame of the layout. And I will write words, but it's not going to be the journaling, obviously, because my journaling has the journaling spot. So I'll get that glued down. This is where I'm figuring out, yep, I was going to go, it was too unbalanced. If it went on the bottom, it needed a little bit of something up on top. Since my journaling spot is so big and those titles are the same size down there. So I decide that I am going to write at the lake, and I'll do it over and over and over again. And as soon as I start doing this, then I think, maybe this wasn't a good idea. How do I know it's going to come out perfectly? What if it stops with at the or something? But I gotta tell you, spoiler alert, at the end it matches up exactly. And actually on the first two lines, it comes out at the lake, like exactly. So the third one I must do differently, but there's somehow that I pull it off in the end so that it ends with lake, which makes me very happy. Not that it would matter. What does it matter? Nobody's going to look at it that close. You can stop with any word you want to, but yeah, with the way I like everything perfectly lined up and just following the rules and all that kind of stuff, it comes out perfectly for me. So I'm happy with that. I don't do a lot of journaling in my layouts. It's terrible. And I think I have to get over this. It's part of my perfectionism in that I want to say the perfect words. I want the handwriting to look perfect, and I don't know what the perfect words are. So I'm afraid to make a mistake, which is, again, very silly. So my husband does journaling. We complement each other that way. All right, I'm getting to the end, so this is where I say thank you so much for hanging out with me through the end. I hope you have a fabulous day, and please come back and see me again soon.